Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today, before starting our in-depth analysis, I will quickly summarize the main takeaways of this video right here, since your time is precious. So, AMD is one of the leaders in the semiconductor industry, with a good, reliable business, strong financial position, and with its use of aggressive pricing strategies, it is managing to penetrate this already exponentially growing market. Additionally, when looking at this DCF model, we can see that AMD is currently below its fair value and it could lead to really nice buying opportunities. Now, since the details of this model and the fundamental analysis is crucial, sit back and relax and let's start with this video, as I can promise you will not regret it. And remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, as it helps a lot and it's free to do. If you're new here, to analyze equities, I will use a 6-step valuation process, which consists of the step shown on the slide. Additionally, the DCF model used for the price target will be available to download in the description below. So what is AMD? AMD is a global semiconductor company, primarily offering CPUs as standalone devices or incorporate into APUs. Additionally, they make GPUs and related services like embedded processors, semi-custom system on chip, development services, and technology for gaming consoles. For the industry analysis, it is important to understand the competition that AMD currently faces. AMD's main competitors in the semiconductor industry are Intel, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Analog Devices, and Texas Instruments. And it should be noted that from the price return graph, in the last year, AMD has underperformed its competitors. When focusing on the main players, we can see that across this industry, there is high compound annual growth rate for revenue growth, high gross profit margins and EBITDA margins. And we can see how AMD excels in revenue growth. However, AMD falls slightly behind in margins. Furthermore, it should be noted that when analyzing the dividends for this industry, we can see how AMD does not offer any dividends, similar to Nvidia with almost a 0% dividend rate. Therefore, it has to be analyzed as the growth stock rather than the competitors that go from 2 to 5% dividends and hence can be seen as dividend plays. For competitive advantages, AMD has a lot. AMD is the leading supplier for Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure, and is also a major supplier for Alibaba Cloud, Meta Cloud, and Tencent Cloud. And AMD has become a brand of choice for cloud infrastructure because of its strength in the core microprocessing, graphic cards, and integrated architecture. Secondly, AMD competes in low and mid-range market with an aggressive pricing strategy to penetrate the market, and then, after, it can focus on improving margins while maintaining the new acquired market share. Additionally, to enter this high-tech market, there are high barriers to entry, especially when considering the aggressive pricing strategies that the big players are using, and the constant need to innovate and improve products exponentially every generation. Fourthly, AMD offers a great diversified product and service portfolio, offering good quality products in the CPU, GPU market, and the open software ecosystem platform, lowering idiosyncratic risks the company offers. And finally, AMD is in a strong financial position, as I will dive in later in the video. AMD's CEO is Lisa Su. Since October 2014, she began her career at AMD in January 2012 as a senior vice president and general manager. Before, she worked for Freescale Semiconductors, IBM, and Texas Instruments. And as you can see from the price chart, she had significant value creation for shareholders since she became CEO, 2,500% compared to 95% of the S&P 500. The financial situation of AMD is healthy. They have a cash and cash equivalents of $5.59 billion, with a total debt of $2.89 billion, with a lower debt-to-equity ratio than competitors. This is really good to see, as we're in a high interest rate market. Additionally, they have a high current and quick ratio similar to competitors. Therefore, the low debt capital structure of AMD is something that I value and appreciate highly in this current environment we are in, giving a lot of financial flexibility to the management. There are 4 main risks I will talk about in this video for AMD. The first is macroeconomic factors, specifically inflation and recession, that are hitting the economy as a whole, and AMD will be affected by slower earnings growth, as it's happening in most high-growth companies. Secondly, Intel's corporation's dominance of the microprocessor market and its aggressive business practices may limit AMD's ability to compete effectively on a level playing field. In fact, we can see how AMD's market share compared to Intel in the global CPU market supply has been going in the wrong direction in the last couple of quarters, highlighted by the red circle in the graph. And finally, we can see the cyclicality risks of the semiconductor industry. This industry can experience severe downturns that can heavily affect AMD, possibly lowering growth and hence heavily impacting the stock price. The price target from the DCF model is $130, while the current price is currently $81. And as a reminder, the DCF model is in the description below to be downloaded for free. This is my 5-year DCF model for AMD. This model has a perpetuity approach value of $108 and an EBITDA approach value of $152, the average of this being $130, and from the current price, we have a 60% upside. The inputs used to reach these values are here, and for revenues, I extrapolated from the previous years a 26% revenue growth for 2023 and going down towards 19% in 2028. And extrapolated more conservatively the cost of goods sold, depreciation and capital expenditures. These assumptions will lead to these 2028 estimates. And using these estimates, with a 19% applicable tax rate, a 10% discount rate, and a 5% long-term perpetuity growth rate value, I get the perpetuity approach value. And with a 21x EBITDA multiple, I will get the EBITDA approach value, leading to my price target. In conclusion, AMD is a good business, it is in a growing market, and it has a good financial position. AMD has risk, therefore check risk and reward for you, but again, as a disclaimer, this is not financial advice, but personally, AMD at these levels offer a great diversifying play with a good risk and reward. If you reached the end of the video, you're awesome. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe as it will greatly help and support the channel. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.